Let's start the meeting.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
I call this meeting to order. Roll call, please. Call this to order. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera. Councilmember Luis Cabrera.
Present.
Councilmember María Cecilia Cruz.
Present.
Councilmember Tadeo Asael de la Hoya. Councilmember Esteban Rosales.
Present.
Councilmember Lisette Servín.
Presente.
Vice Mayor Javier Vargas.
Present.
Mayor Nieves Bridell.
Present.
Mayor, you have a quorum. Mayor, just to let you know that Councilmember Lisette Servín is on the line where we're just having a little bit.
Okay, let's stand for the pledge. Would you, Councilmember Rosales, will you lead us?
Item number 3, invocation, Joseph Reynoso, Police Chaplain.
Good afternoon, everybody. If you could please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for the opportunity that you allow us to gather here today. Lord, we ask that you be in these discussions and that every conversation glorify you. Father, we give you thanks for this time, and we ask that you protect every citizen of this community, especially those who respond to their emergencies. Father, we give you thanks in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Item number 4, call to the public. This is a time for the public to comment. Under ARS Section 38-431.01I, members of the City Council shall not discuss or take legal action on matters raised during an open call to the public that are not properly noticed on this agenda for discussion and legal action. At the conclusion of an open call to the public, individual members of the City Council may respond to criticism made by those who have addressed the City Council, may ask staff to review a matter, or may ask that a matter be put on a future agenda.
Anybody for the public that would like to address the mayor and the council, please come forward. Mr. Allen?
Good evening. My name is James Allen Jr., United States Navy retired, live at 1549 East Babbitt Lane in San Luis, Arizona. The purpose of me being here today, I have 3 different issues. The first issue is on 6th and Babbitt Lane. There used to be a 4-way stop on that area. I know I had brought this up maybe about a year and a half ago, that they need to bring it back. Reason being, because nobody can safely cross that 6th Avenue over to the other side. And also it presents another situation because there are children that migrate through there to go to school. I don't know whose idea it was to get rid of the 4-way stop, but it was a very, very not knowledgeable thought. Because what's happening is, first of all, in San Luis, we have a maximum amount of speeding going on. We have close calls about probably every day at the most, about 10 or 15 of them. People driving through residential areas in excess of the 25-mile-per-hour speed limit. And I'd mentioned that on Babbitt Lane, the citizens there are concerned and really would like speed bumps to be considered on those areas. Also, this is a situation that is valid all over San Luis. Close calls. We're not saying it's our citizens. We are a border community, but we need to put things in place, not after we have a fatality or after we have an accident, but before we have an accident. Okay? The next item. On last Sunday, I was going around to collect signatures because you all understand I'm running for mayor of this beautiful city of San Luis. I went down into Old San Luis in an area which is, Sometimes most people can say, oh, it's dilapidated, this or that. I went down to a house to go get signatures of vehicle outside, denoted maybe someone is home. I opened the gate, went in, did not see any animals whatsoever. I got about no more than about 10 feet away from the door, turned around. What greeted me were two Great Danes, one 4 foot, the other one a little bit lower, latched on to my right forearm. Okay, I don't blame the animals. The animals, that is their territory. But by all means, we need to start looking at situations like this. Why? Because if a child had walked in there, that could have been a fatal type of situation. Okay? I'm not upset with the owners, but I think on the end of ensuring people to have homes, this is a concern of mine. We have a lot of dogs
Excuse me, Mr.
running
Allen, your
around.
time is up.
That's it. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great day.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Anybody else from the public? Anybody else? If not, let's continue. Mary, can we continue, please?
Item number 5, proclamations, presentations. 5A, proclamation on Read Across America Week, March 2nd to the 6th, 2026. 5B, proclamation on International Women's Day, March 8, 2026. Now therefore be it resolved that Mayor Nieves Rydell hereby declares the proclamations in the city of San Luis, Arizona, this 25th day of February, 2026. Item number 5C, presentation and recognition of the 2025 fourth quarter awardees by the Employee Recognition and Awards Program, ERAP, for their outstanding work with the city of San Luis. Enrique Lopez, ERAP Chair.
Yes.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, colleagues, and guests. On behalf of the ERAP Committee, Enrique Lopez, Chair, along with my other colleagues, it is a privilege to stand here before you today and take a moment to recognize exceptional contributions of some of our most dedicated employees. The Employee Recognition Award Program is an opportunity to celebrate the hard work, integrity, and commitment of these individuals who consistently go above and beyond in serving our community and upholding the mission of our organization. If you would please join me in honoring these outstanding employees who lead by example and those around them every day. There's a total of 7 recipients. If it's okay with you, Mayor, and the council members, once I call them, if they can stand here in front until I name all 7 of them and do the final picture.
And yes, please, is the right thing to do. Plus, we will hold the applauses till everybody's in front.
Very well.
Thank you.
The first recipient, or the first award, is the Achievement Award. This award recognizes the employee or work unit's exceptional performance for the completion of a project resulting in significant impact on the organization or community. And the fourth quarter winner for 2025 is Chief Nigel Reynoso.
Yes, in case.
The second award is the Award of Excellence. This award is provided to employees who go above and beyond their call of duty, portray exemplary effectiveness, provide a bright idea, and/or show excellent quality of work. The fourth quarter winner for 2025 is Michelle Boucher. The third category is Customer Service Award. This award is provided to celebrate those who support customers, drive satisfaction, and maintain great business, demonstrating their ability to provide a smile and service in challenging customer service situations. The winner for the Customer Service Award, fourth quarter 2025, is Ana Maria Camacho. The next item is Employee of the Quarter. This award recognizes the employee demonstrating exemplary achievements, contributions, and outstanding job performance, and exhibiting a positive collaborative relationship with peers. The fourth quarter winner for 2025 for Employee of the Quarter is Engineer Justin Phillips. Okay, Mr. Phillips is not here. If department head can collect this award for him, please. The next award is the Safety Award. This award recognizes the contributions that employees or work units make to the health and safety practices in the workplace. The Safety Award fourth quarter winner for 2025 is Rodolfo Ordaz. The next award is Rookie of the Year. This award recognizes and distinguishes new employees who have demonstrated exceptional performance, customer service, and attendance in their current position within the first year. The fourth quarter winner for 2025 for Rookie of the Year is Natseli Ramirez. And the last award goes to Employee of the Year. This award recognizes and rewards the outstanding qualities and contributions of employees towards department and city goals and mission. This award is used to distinguish employees from their counterparts and acknowledge them for their disposition, attitude, and performance. The fourth quarter winner for Employee of the Year of 2025 is Captain Javier Gonzalez. Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council, these employees have gone above and beyond their respective roles, embodying the values and mission of the city of San Luis. This recognition is a testament to their excellence and their positive difference they make every day. Let's thank them for their time and attention. Thank you. Picture.
All right, I need both rows. Yeah, both rows. Oh. Here on this end. All right, big smiles, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Perfect, congratulations.
Yes. Item number 5D, presentation on economic value of Arizona Western College, AWC in Yuma and La Paz counties. Susana Zambrano, AWC Dean of Regional Centers and Adult Education.
Hi. Even though my voice sounds funny, I actually feel perfectly fine. So, good afternoon, Mayor Raidel, City Council members, and Ms. Torres. Thank you so much for the opportunity to present to you about the economic value of Arizona Western College. I'm not sure if we can pull up the presentation or not, but I'll go ahead and move forward regardless.
Susana, we're having some technical
Okay.
issues with the application, so you might just have to wing it.
That
and
is
just make-
totally okay with me.
Thank you.
I'm going to be throwing a lot of numbers at you guys, so please get ready for it. So to let you know a little bit about the students that we serve at AWC, 60% of our students are first-generation college students, which means that they're the first in their families to ever attend college. 73% of our students are Hispanic or Latino, which means that AWC is a Hispanic serving institution, and AWC was a Hispanic serving institution since the first day that we opened our doors, and we're very proud of that fact. 29% of our students are early college students, which means that they're taking college classes as dual credit students or concurrent enrolled students under the age of 18. We are very excited to share the fact that we've had a fabulous decade of growth at AWC. While community colleges across the state of Arizona have been experiencing declining enrollment, AWC has grown by 16% in student headcount, 10% increase in full-time student equivalency, and an 18% increase in credentials awarded. We also have a 20% increase in total graduates. We have an academic success rate of 82%. So that means that 82% of the time our students pass with an A, B, or C, which is an increase of 5% if we compare ourselves to 2015 and 2016. So as you can see, we've had a record number of students attending Arizona Western College. We also have a record number of students graduating from AWC. And we're really excited to share that we also have a record number of students transferring from AWC to our local state universities. We have a 14% increase of students who are transferring from AWC to ASU, NAU, and U of A, which is even more significant. If you can see in the next item in blue, we've seen a 22% decrease in transfer rates in comparison to our local community colleges across the state. Now, if we round off that last number, we have a 70% graduation rate of students who transfer from AWC to our state universities. So we're very excited about our transfer success. And thanks to our district governing board, we also reduced the tuition rate for our underage students to $25 an hour, per credit hour. That has increased to $30 per credit hour in this past year, but that resulted in a 66% discounted tuition rate for our students that are underage, which resulted in a 1,026% increase in dual credit and concurrent enrollment over the last 9 years. Just this past May alone, we had 105 high school students obtain their associate's degree before obtaining their high school diploma. So to quickly dive into our economic impact analysis, we want to go ahead and go to the next slide. If we look at our gross regional product, our GRP, it total is $10.1 billion in the AWC district that we serve, which includes Yuma County and La Paz County. So putting that into perspective, we want to emphasize this is our local community impact, not a statewide impact. Our operations spending impact in the last 10 years resulted in a $51.1 million added regional income to our communities, and we supported 1,351 jobs. We also spent $42 million in building and construction expenditures, which, for example, included our law enforcement training academy, our residence hall, and our Matador Activities Center. This was all possible without adding additional local taxpayer dollars, something that we're very proud of at AWC. If we go to the next slide, we also have our student impact, which is very, very valuable to our communities. We had, for our relocated students and for those that we were able to retain locally, they spent $9.3 million in the region. So that's a lot of coffee that our students are drinking at our local coffee shops. We supported 147 jobs. Many of you and many people in our communities, their first career experience is at Arizona Western College as a work study or as a part-time employee. We also have our alumni impact, which resulted in $256.8 million in regional income and supporting 3,158 jobs in the region. So to summarize, that's a $319.2 million impact that AWC has in our community. That's a 3.2% of the GRP. 4,688 jobs supported in the region. That's 1 out of 23 jobs are directly result of Arizona Western College. So what does that mean from the student perspective in the next slide? That means that when students spend money, invest in Arizona Western College, for every $100 that a student spends, they get a return of investment of $480. From a taxpayer perspective, when a taxpayer spends money at AWC without having ever taken a single class at AWC, they get a 1.3% return of investment. That means that for every $100 we spend in taxes for AWC, AWC generates $110 in tax revenue. And from a social perspective, we have a $903.1 million impact in our community, with the rate of return is incalculable. So we're here. I know I only had 5 minutes, so I condensed my presentation, but we want to thank the city of San Luis, Arizona for helping Arizona Western College to be able to meet our mission, which is to create thriving communities through partners and education. So transforming lives through education and partnerships to create thriving communities. So with that said, I do want to give a special thank you to Esteban Rosales for attending our district governing board meeting this month. Do you guys have any questions for me?
I just have a comment. Thank you so much for the wonderful job that AWC is doing. Is much needed. If I had a request or a wish, I wished it can grow into a bigger building, because I know that it's uncomfortable. There's not enough parking space, not enough room for all the students that really want to stay here in San Luis. So hopefully in the future, even if we have to go to bonds to expand, hopefully one day we can really see the campus that San Luis South County do deserved.
Definitely. In the last 6 years, I'm happy to share that the South Yuma County, specifically San Luis, Arizona, grew by 30% in enrollment. So we are definitely packed. Our parking lot is full, and we are grateful for the partnership that we have with San Luis High School to be able to park over there. And I can assure you that Arizona Western College is strategically planning for growth and to support our South Yuma County communities.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I would just want to say thank you. That was a great presentation. It's my third time seeing it. I know I saw it today. I saw it, earlier today at GYDC, right now, and then also last week at the meeting. And I'm very happy to see how much growth we're having here, specifically in South County. My youngest brother, took advantage of the dual enrollment since the 5th grade. So knowing that a lot of these kids are taking advantage of these credits and be able to have their associates by the time they graduate high school, it's a blessing, and it shows that you guys are doing a lot of great work working with all the districts here locally. So I applaud you guys and thank you guys for everything you guys do.
Yes, thank you. As you know, San Luis, Arizona was the first to start that trend at AWC with our Gadsden Math Project. So we've had that for quite a long time, and we know that the data shows that when an underage student finishes at least 2 college courses, then there's no doubt in their mind that they're college material.
Anybody else? If not, okay.
Thank you, Susie, for that inspiring information that you brought before us. And we know that AWC is doing amazing work with the students, but I want to follow up, tag along to Mayor Rydell's request. I've been requesting this, that we want to see the campus expanded, or a brand new campus. I mean, our students are more than worthy of it. So please take that to your upper heads there, so they know that we are requesting a bigger campus for our students.
Definitely. You can consider that done, Maria.
Anybody else?
Yes, Mayor, I would just like to add, as a proud Matador, I have seen firsthand how you guys have grown. Even though you've managed to stay in those 4 walls, everything that you guys have been doing for over this past decade is very, very amazing for our community. And then just looking at the numbers and the impact it has, I didn't know Arizona Western College had such a great impact. So thank you for bringing awareness to us. It is important that we support education, higher education, And thank you for your partnerships with the school districts. If you need us to do any lobbying as well, count on it. We're here to support you guys as a partner, not just ask and ask. And I know the San Luis Institute at San Luis Middle School is also phenomenal. I toured it, and the things you guys continue to do every day truly are inspiring for our community. So thank you so much, Susie. Proud Matador always.
Thank you. Once a Matador, always a Matador, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
A bit of history. Years back, under the leadership of ex-mayor Joe Harper, we didn't have a high school or AWC campus. We had this conversation, a group of us, and some of these young men and women, they're sitting here, they're the grandkids of that group of ladies and a couple, 2 or 3 guys. We went door to door getting signatures to make sure that San Luis kids were gonna have their own high school. And at the same time, we wise up and says, yeah, but we want a space for AWC. So that was years back, and it's time for AWC to grow.
Yes.
You can count on us. It's our kids' future. We cannot continue seeing the need and not meeting the expectations of our young ones. So anything that we can do to help and lobby, and let's go for it.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item 5E, presentation by the Greater Yuma Economic Development Corporation, GYDC, on the updated Comprehensive Economic Development Strategies, CEDs. Amber Shack, Greater Yuma Economic Development Corporation.
Hello, good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, Ms. Torres. Thank you for having me here this evening. My name is Amber Scheck. I'm the Chief Operations Officer for the Greater Yuma Economic Development Corporation. I am joined by Greg Levon, our President and CEO, in the audience. I'm here to share some really good news. After about 18 months of working with the strategy committee of members across Yuma and La Paz County and a consultant, we now have an EDA-approved comprehensive economic development strategy for 2025 through 2030. I can use this to just let you know. Okay. So today I want to talk briefly about what our CEDS is and how we can all benefit together as a community. On the next slide, I'll talk a little bit about why the CEDS matters. This is our formal regional economic development strategy. This is required by many state and federal funding opportunities when applying, when they evaluate infrastructure and economic development applications. So this strengthens our competitiveness for grants and ensures our projects are positioned within a coordinated regional strategy and not just standing alone. So on the next slide, please. This document provides the documentation grant reviewers look for that aligns infrastructure, workforce, and industry support efforts across jurisdictions. For San Luis, this means stronger positioning for projects tied to infrastructure, expansion, industrial growth, workforce development, and small business support. So on the next slide, the CEDS includes a list of projects. We had a formal survey where everybody could submit projects for their region, and I just want to, we're not limited by the projects that are included on here. This just shows what we're really focused on in the near future. And these priorities defined the projects define our priorities moving forward and the scope then prepared for funding opportunities, which leads to investment. Next slide. So this is not a document to live on a shelf or just be maintained on a website. We will have a rolling project list, so everybody has access to that information. So when someone's applying for a federal grant, they can see when they're applying for it and how much it is. And then, so not everybody is applying at the same time for different funding opportunities. We could work together. And this aligns grant applications with our CEDS framework, with our priorities. We can participate in regional coordination through the Economic Development District. And this ensures San Luis priorities remain front and center in the regional strategy. The regional alignment strengthens our engagement with the U.S. Economic Development Administration and improves funding competitiveness. So the last slide, I just want to say thank you. The SEDS is a practical funding tool. It strengthens San Luis's ability to compete for investment, align regionally, and move priority projects forward. I look forward to continuing to work with the city to ensure the priorities remain embedded in our regional strategy. And I will take
Any
any
questions, comments from council? If not, thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 6, consent agenda. All matters are considered to be routine by the city council and will be enacted by one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately.
Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you.
Mayor, sorry, Mayor, if I could, I had wanted to have the agenda item for the manager's contract on first, and I didn't catch that before the agenda went out. So if we could, if I could ask if that could go first on the agenda tonight, if that's okay with
It is okay, so moving item number 11 to the front. Do I hear a second?
Second.
There's a motion, a second, to go into executive session. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you. Please don't leave. It is not going to be that long. Stay. I'll make a motion to go back into our regular council meeting.
Second the motion.
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. I will entertain a motion to appoint Ms. Torres as
Actually,
permanent
May-
city manager.
Mayor, if I may read the item, please.
Oh, please.
Item number 11, discussion and possible action item. Discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding an employment contract for Jenny Torres as the city manager. Joe Estes, interim city attorney.
Mayor and council members, thank you. Just would ask that if whoever makes the motion, if you could move to approve the contract with one slight amendment that has been recommended, and that's that we change the severance period from 3 months to 6 months.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with a minor amendment that instead of a 3-month severance pay to be 6 months. All those,
I
I'll
second that.
entertain a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you. Welcome, Ms. Torres, finally. I just want to say thank you for accepting the job. These past 3 years, it's been a learning experience, and I have learned a lot from you. You have my commitment to keep working with you and not interfering with your daily operations and not to micromanage ever. So thank you. Next item, please.
Item 7A, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the appointment of a San Luis representative to serve on the Yuma County Library District Board of Trustees. Item continued from the regular council meeting held January 28, 2026. Jenny Torres, acting city manager.
What number are we on?
We're about to 70.
Good evening, mayors and vice mayor and council members. At the last council meeting, we were directed to try to find a candidate for the Yuma County Library District. Ms. Angelica Rodan, Director of Parks and Recreation, has volunteered to do so. And so she would fill the remaining term from Councilmember Cabrera in the new upcoming term.
Mayor,
Any
I move
questions,
to
comments?
Mayor, I move to appoint Angelica Roldan, Director of Parks and Recreation, to the Yuma County Library District Board of Trustees, whose term will expire on June 30, 2026, and appoint her to serve the next 3-year term, which expires on June 30, 2029.
Second the motion. There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Roldan, for volunteering.
Item 7B, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the reappointment of 3 City of San Luis residents to serve on the City of San Luis Planning and Zoning Commission. Item continued from the regular council meeting held January 28, 2026. Jose Guzman, Director of Development Services.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. So this item was continued from the January 28th meeting. Since then, staff promoted the year-round application process, and we received 2 applications, one from Ms. Kelsey Moraga and one from Ms. Bina George. Both applications are attached to the report. The 3 commission members whose terms expired, Mr. Marco Pinzon, Mr. Hugo Garcia, and Ms. Veronica Zavala, have expressed their interest in continuing serving in the commission. They were all encouraged to attend the meeting tonight. I think they're all here tonight in case you have any questions. And that concludes my summary.
I would like to ask Mr. Pinzon, Mr. Garcia, and Ms. Zavala to come forward. I got a couple questions. And first of all, a comment. I want to thank you for the long years that you have served and helped us with the growth in every single issue that comes before you. It's a very difficult position. You guys do not get paid. You give up time with your family and your daily lives. For that, I'm very grateful. It's a mayor. It's a developer. I could not have worked through the years with a better planning and zoning commission that not only you 3, but the rest of the commission. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And my question is, Mr. Pinzon, how many years have you served?
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, City Council members, City Manager. 11 years, Mayor. 11 years right after I finished City Council. Actually, it was Mr. De La Hoya that convinced me to help planning and zoning because there were issues. People weren't showing up and were postponing meetings. So I took upon myself and took his advice and joined planning and zoning. And yeah, there were issues in the beginning. There was a lot of issues because people weren't showing and we were postponing projects one after another. And when I was elected for chairman, we were still missing a couple members. So I instructed Jose, hey, we're not going to wait a month. If you can get us all 4 or 5 together next week or in 2 days, get it done. No matter what day or what hour, we'll be there so we can get these projects moving because they were behind. They're behind. We're here because we care. We're here because we're residents. This is our home, even though I always say I'm from the Imperial Valley, but San Luis is my home. It's still, for me, is one of the best places in Arizona. It's very comfortable, it's safe, and we want to see it grow in the right direction. Mayor, I want to thank you. You reached out to me, what I feel, what I want. Mr. Rosales, Tadeo, Mr. Vice Mayor, thank you. We had a long conversation of what we see in the future, what we think the city, what direction we wanted to go. I have no experience in homes, but my fellow commission members do. And we have other commission members. We have newer commission members with experience that they want to help. And they're, I want to say it's the past 4 years it's been moving along with no postponing on meetings. But everybody has their 2 cents. We have 2 members that are well experienced when it comes to regulations, zonings, and they stay by the book. Me, I go with what is best for the city and what is best for our residents. And Ms. Rydell, and we don't give favoritism to anybody. We go by the book and we follow the direction of Jose. Even if our Jose in his office makes a mistake, we call him out, and he understands and he gets it. We're here to represent the people and the city. We want it to grow in the right direction. And we're here because we care, and we're here because we want to continue helping.
Thank you. Mr. Garcia, how many years?
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Councilman. I've been in the Planning and Zoning Commission for 13 years. Matias Rosales, he was the one that got me to this. And when I joined, the city was having problems, getting a quorum, getting things passed and stuff like that. So I joined and I really liked it. And I'm here because I care, I care about the city, I care about the growth. But I know there's new people coming up. So we'll see what happens.
Thank you. Ms. Zavala.
Good evening, everybody. Veronica Zavala. I've been serving for 8 years already. When I started here, when they invited to me to be part of this grand place, it was a vacant place that they can fill it out. And as a woman, it was important for me to represent because then I invited Angelica, so we are 2 women on present. So I'm residents. I have my business here too. So I'm here because I care about my city, and we are looking forward to continue serving if you guys allow us.
Well, that was my question to the 3 of you. So you're not being first to serve. You're very much interested, want to keep serving, right?
Correct.
Okay. Having said that, is there any comments or questions for the 3 members of Planning and Zoning from Council? If there's no comments or questions for them, I'll entertain a motion to reappoint Mr. Garcia, Mr. Pinzon, and Ms. Zavala to continue for the next 4 years to serve in the Planning and Zoning Commission. And I wanted to make sure that the people that had applied, thank you for caring, thank you for showing up, to stepping up to the plate. It was very difficult, like Mr. Pinzon said before. We have to really force people to put their names up. And having said that, I will entertain a second.
Second.
There's a motion and a second to reappoint the 3 commissioners. There's a motion and a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Then, I'm sorry, but we don't have the votes.
There
Thank-
were no nays.
There's no nays? Did you just, well, and then let's do a roll call. You're absolutely right. Thank you. Let's do a roll call.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Nay.
Councilmember María Cecilia Cruz,
Nay.
Councilmember Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Aye.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Nay.
Councilmember Lisette Servín, Vice Mayor Javier Vargas,
Nay.
Mayor Nieves Raidel,
Aye.
Mayor, motion does not carry.
Okay. It doesn't. Okay, we will open it up again. Any suggestions?
Mayor, I
There's-
move to appoint Marco Pinzon to the City of San Luis Planning and Zoning Commission with a term expiring on January 31st, 2030.
Second.
There's a motion and a second for Mr. Pinzon. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries.
Mayor, I make a motion to appoint Mr. Hugo Garcia to the City of San Luis Planning and Zoning Commission with the term expiring on January 31st, 2030.
I'll second the motion. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Any nays?
Nay.
Let's do a roll call.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Aye.
Councilmember María Cecilia Cruz,
Nay.
Councilmember Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Aye.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Javier Vargas,
Aye.
Mayor Nieves Raidel,
Aye.
Mayor, motion carries.
Thank you.
I move to appoint Buna George to the City of San Luis Planning and Zoning Commission with the term expiring on January 31st, 2020.
Second.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you. Ms. Zavala, thank you for all the years that you dedicated. This is not a reflection of your work. You had done an outstanding service to our city. I expect you to keep being involved. You have my respect, my admiration. Thank you for all the years and all the sacrifices that you put yourself and your family through this. It will not go unrecognized by yours truly. Thank you. To Mr. Garcia, Ms. George, and Mr. Pinzon, I don't expect any less from you three to just keep working, keep helping us, stand your ground when you see something that is not right, and be fair and honest with everybody. Thank you. Welcome, Ms. George.
Item 7C, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the City of San Luis accepting the proposed change order number 3 from Pacific Advanced Civil Engineer, Inc., PACE, pertaining to the design and construction phases of West Wastewater Treatment Plant expansion. Jorge Perez, Assistant Director of Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council. Eulogia Rivera, Director of Public Works. I'm presenting on behalf of Mr. Perez. So here tonight, you have a change order number 3 for a contract with PACE, who originally was contracted to design our expansion of our wastewater treatment plant. I think a few meetings ago, I provided an update. That's a project where we started as a CMAR. We had two intents with two different CMARs for them to build our plant. We didn't come to terms. We then went the route of going design, bid, build, and those efforts on the design side are reflected in this change order. So there was a change in scope. We have additional bid packages. We split up the project from doing the actual wastewater treatment expansion. We also did a design for a separate package for the force main. They're now being built at different times, so that's additional construction management time. As part of the bidding assistance for the wastewater treatment plant. They're evaluating our east plant to make sure we have the capacity to divert flows in that direction while we're being in construction for the west plant. So in the proposal, it is itemized, it is broken down, but there is an additional cost to breaking down the project, and also going with the CMAR option. The contractor has a lot of responsibility, or the CMAR has a lot of responsibility in the process and the sequencing of the project, as well as the development of the design. Now we're going design bid, build option, which a lot of that responsibility now is back onto the engineer to make sure everything goes well. And that's where we're at tonight.
Any questions, comments? If not, I move to approve change order number 3 from Pacific Advanced Civil Engineering Incorporated PACE in the amount of $272,887.00. Is presented. Do I hear a second? There's a motion and a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you.
Item 7D, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the award of contract to Kimley Horn and Associates, Inc. for design and professional services for well site number 3 water tank and hydro pneumatic tank rehabilitation. Tomas Sanchez, City Engineer.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. Tonight, I'm here on behalf of Public Works to ask for your approval to award Kimberly Horn for design of the well site number 3 tank rehabilitation. In November 2023, this well site, which is the one located at 6th Avenue and B Street, was inspected by Kimberly Horn and our staff, and several items were noted that needed to be addressed soon. And one of them is that the tank needs to be rehabilitated, and the hydropneumatic tanks as well, and some of the piping. And with that said, Kimberly Horn provided us a proposal, and this contract would be for them to provide design and come up with the specs for us to go out to bid, and they will also assist us with during the construction, providing special inspections and submittal reviews, and their expertise in that matter. This project we want to be done by the end of this fiscal year. With that said, we're looking for your approval to award this contract, and it's in the amount of $65,940. Do you have any questions?
Questions, comments from council? If not, I move to approve the professional services contract with Kimley Horn and Associates Incorporated for the design of well site number 3 as presented.
Thank you.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries.
Item 7E, public hearing followed by discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding the recommendation of a special event liquor license application to the Arizona Department of Liquor Licenses and Control to authorize the San Luis Frontera Rotary Club to sell alcohol at the Asado and Brew Festival, a Founders Day celebration on Saturday, April 11, 2026. Marcos Ramirez, San Luis Frontera Rotary Club.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. So I'm here on behalf of the San Luis Frontera Rotary Club with a request for a special event liquor license. This is going to be a follow-up for the Asado and Brew Festival that we have scheduled, that is scheduled on the 11th of April. Obviously, we were ready to go on the 22nd of November, but the weather is the weather, and we know San Luis we have weird weather, so we didn't know what to expect. So we were approached once again by Parks and Recs and the Recreation Department, see if we were still interested in doing this event. We said yes. We were more than happy to do it. We've been partner up with the city and Parks and Recs in other events throughout the years. Other fundraising activities are for our scholarships a way for the Rotary Club to give back to the community. We're going to be meeting later on, obviously, just like we had done before with our police department, making sure everything during the events is a safety. That is one thing that every time I've come before council, I've made sure that we want to make sure that every event that we participate is safe. We want to make sure we have everything that we need, make sure that we don't have any problems. And our police department has been great. When they have any questions, they've asked or we've asked them, and they've been more than grateful to helping us and stuff like that. Like I said, Parks and Recs went ahead and asked us, and we said, yeah, we would be more than happy to be part of the celebration for our Founders Day. So tonight, I'm here on behalf of the San Luis Frontera Rotary Club requesting the approval of the liquor license for the Asado and Brew Festival.
Okay. I open to the public. Any comments from the public? No comments from council? No comments? Okay, then I'll entertain a motion to close the call to the public.
Second.
There's a motion, a second, to close the call to the public. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? I move to recommend approval to the Arizona Department of Liquor License and Control for the special event liquor license application for the San Luis Frontera Rotary Club is presented. Do I hear a second?
Second.
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Any nays? Motion carries. Gracias.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Item 7F, discussion and possible action on any matters regarding authorization to purchase 13 portable handheld radios for the San Luis Police Department using fiscal year 2025-2026 capital improvement budgeted funds. Alan Guevara, Lieutenant.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council, staff, and members of the public. The San Luis Police Department is requesting approval to purchase 13 new handheld portable radios, complete with chargers, antennas, speakers, microphones. A large majority of our current radios have reached end of support date. They're officially obsolete and can no longer be repaired if damaged. Funding for this purchase was previously secured through the fiscal year 2025-2026 capital projects budget. We intend to procure this equipment from Motorola Solutions via Gila Electronics, utilizing Arizona State contract number CTR 046830. The total bid for the radios and all necessary equipment is $98,195 with 22 cents, including tax. Any questions?
Any questions, comments from council?
I do, Mayor, if I may. Lieutenant, are you replacing the obsolete ones or adding new ones to what you already used, to the upgraded ones?
It would be a mixture of both. Currently, we have 70 radios, handhelds. Out of those 70, 10 are old model and are unrepaired. They're already damaged, so we can repair those. Out of those 70, 60 are working radios, and they're distributed within the department. So right now, we have 53 on the road. We have one for the traffic control company because it's needed. 4 in dispatch for each console for emergency backups in case the radio console goes out. They can go with the portable, car to car. And we have 2 spare radios, and that's it right now at this point. So it's kind of a mixture of both. So 65% of our radios already have reached that end of support date. So we have to start transitioning into the new one. The model is exactly the same. It's just the model.
You knew I was going to have that question, right?
I'm sorry?
You knew I was going to have that question, right?
Yes.
That's it for me, Mayor.
Okay, anybody else?
Can I see the radio that you're talking about?
That I have right now?
Yes, please. I want to see what we're paying for here. Very.
So it's exactly the same. It's just the model of the serial number it changed, and Motorola doesn't make the this one. So that model, some of them, most of them are on the road. If they break, that's it. We have to get a new one. According to Motorola, it's unrepairable.
Anybody else? If not, I move to approve the purchase of 13 portable handheld radios not to exceed the budget amount of $100,000. Do I hear a second?
Second.
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any nays? Motion carries. Thank you,
Thank you.
Lieutenant.
Item 7G, discussion and possible action on any and all matters regarding ordinance number 481, an ordinance of the mayor and city council of the city of San Luis, Arizona, repealing San Luis City Code Section 5.15.070 and amending sections 5.15.010, 5.15.020, 5.15.030, and 5.15990 to remove references to taxi stands and taxi waiting stands, repealing conflicting provisions and providing for severability. Chief Nigel Reynoso, Chief of Police.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council, staff, and members of the public. As you're aware, GSA and CBP Port of Entry construction continues. The public right-of-way portion of the Hurto Suárez Street are currently being used as a taxi stand and will no longer be available for that purpose. In preparation for this construction, members of the city have met with the taxi companies to listen to their concerns, the requests. However, the city's posture in this case is that the taxi companies should work with other businesses to find a new location with less impact to the right-of-way or one completely off the right-of-way for a taxi stand. Unfortunately, and that's because that location, it's surrounding areas that are inadequate and will pose a traffic and public safety hazard if we continue to use those areas. Because of that, the city cannot provide an adequate public right-of-way for taxi stands in that area. The staff is seeking the repeal of San Luis City Code Section 5.15070 and the amendment of sections 515.010, 515.020, 515.030, and 515.990 to remove taxi stands from the city code. Overall, this a decision will elevate traffic hazards in the downtown area and still allow taxi companies to make arrangements with private property owners to conduct their business. With that, I'll answer any questions that members of council may have.
Questions, comments for the chief?
You know how we have a drop-off and pickup area right there, right in front of the port of entry? Are we having a problem with them staying in front of them for way too long, or are they actually staying in their designated area?
So drop-off can still be a drop-off, but that's going to be for public and any taxi, but not to remain standing in those locations. So, but yeah, for drop-off, they can still drop off. But that's for anybody. That's not specific to taxis.
Okay, but my question was, are we seeing that they're staying in that area, the drop-off area, specifically parked there for too long of a time? Because I think the waiting period is, what, 15 minutes at the drop-off area? Am I making sense?
We're talking about
He's talking about the regular public that they go and park, and he says no more than 15 minutes.
Oh, okay,
Regular,
okay.
not a taxi, chief. Me, if I go and drop you off.
Right.
Is people staying too long?
People are taking too long, correct, yes. So we try to roam through the area. I might have misunderstood the question, but if the question is, are people or taxis in this case taking too long? No, just people?
The regular people that goes and drops it right in front of Bella's
Mhm.
street, store, right? Is people taking longer to drop off their loved ones, or they just go drop them off and they take off?
Well, the ones that drop off, yes, they drop off and leave. The problem is with family members or people that are going to pick somebody that is coming from Mexico, they usually wait there longer than the 15 minutes. So it is a problem.
And what is the PD doing to enforce?
Say again, Mayor, I'm
What
sorry.
is the police department doing to enforce, like if I were to go and wait for somebody and I'm there for 20 minutes?
I just want to make sure I understand. I'm having a hard time hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But your question is, why aren't we enforcing the 15-minute?
No, what are you doing to enforce if I stay more than 20 minutes?
Yeah, so we make every effort to make sure that our officers are driving through the area. And we make sure that when we see vehicles that are in that area more than 15 minutes, usually we try to make contact, let them know that they have to leave. In some cases, we have issued citations for vehicles that have stayed there for a long period of time. And I
Okay.
apologize, I'm having a hard time hearing.
Yes,
I,
you got
oh,
help.
Oh, 5 minutes.
How many minutes?
5 minutes.
Ah,
I was corrected, 5 minutes.
Okay,
so
good.
that was my question. So pickup drop-off limit for general public or anyone for that matter is 5 minutes?
I've been corrected, yes, but however, vehicles shouldn't take more than 5 minutes to drop off somebody. It should be less than
Because I've made rounds for 15
less than
minutes.
5 minutes. I mean, that period is there for, I mean, for a reason to have a time limit, but in reality, it shouldn't take people 5 minutes to drop off or pick somebody up, so.
Okay, so no one can park and
No,
wait
no.
for longer
So-
than 5 minutes?
Correct, it's not a parking area. It should be for loading and unloading only, so.
Can a cab driver drop me off there or pick me off there?
The cab,
Repeat that, sorry.
So if I call a cab driver to
Uh-huh.
pick me up, can they pick me up in the drop-off?
A taxi?
In a cab, in a cab.
Can they pick up? Yeah, if they get a call for service, they can go pick them up, yes.
And they cannot drop me off? at
Same
the
thing,
border?
they can still drop them off, yes.
Okay.
They just cannot be, it just won't be a stand, a taxi stand.
Someone speak to the microphone because I'm hearing comments, please. So I don't want to make this on the record and confuse everyone.
What?
No? No? Okay.
No, okay.
So drop off, pick up. I had a question. So that question came from Councilmember's comment. I had a comment about cab drivers not being able to pick up people in surrounding areas or private parkings. And it was earlier today, and I didn't have time to call you because I didn't want to give them a wrong answer, but they can pick up and drop off pretty much anywhere as long as there's no traffic violations, right?
Correct, yes.
And they can drop off and pick up in private parking lots as there's no
Correct, if they're,
owner does not say we are not allowed.
so currently in our current ordinance, it has to be for pickup or drop off. It can be in any location, right? But they have to be requested. The taxi drivers cannot solicit services from people as they're walking by in certain areas, but they can pick up or drop off anybody in any location if that's what the customer requests. It's upon the request.
Okay, and I can hail a cab driver to pick me up if it's driving by and there's no obstruction and no nothing?
Correct. As long as they're following traffic laws, they can do it anywhere.
Thank you.
And then,
Anybody else? If not, I will entertain a motion. No, I'm sorry, this is a motion item, sir. Sorry, calling for the question. Who's going to make a motion?
I move to approve the reading of the ordinance number 481 by the title only.
There's a motion. Do I hear a second? Second. There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Aye. Any nays?
Nay.
Let's do a roll call.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Nay.
Councilmember Maria Cecilia Cruz,
Aye.
Councilmember Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Nay.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Nay.
Councilmember Lisette Servín, Vice Mayor Javier Vargas,
Nay.
Mayor Nieves Rydell.
Okay, you make a,
I changed it.
you change it? Okay, I just want to make sure. Let's do roll call again, okay? Because he made a motion and then changed it. I just want it in the record, okay?
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Nay.
Councilmember Maria Cecilia Cruz,
Aye.
Councilmember Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Nay.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Nay.
Vice Mayor Javier Vargas,
Nay.
Mayor Nieves Rydell.
Aye,
Motion does not pass.
okay. Oh, what is, Mr. Estes, what's the next step on this ordinance? or Ms.
I could add, if the ordinance was requesting to remove the taxi stands, we still have to remove them from the locations because at the request of the federal government. So if there is a solution by the council members to address this, this is the time to discuss. Because I think our staff recommendation was to remove them because of the request by the federal government.
Okay,
Okay, that wasn't specified beforehand.
So the ordinance, what it's doing is removing the taxi stands. That's what the ordinance is doing. So
it's a request by the federal government that they're gonna do it whatever we agree or not. That's it. We're their mercy. This is not something that we wanna do. It's being requested by the federal government. And if they so choose to close the whole street, it's gonna do it whatever we're in agreement or not. That's exactly what's going on in here. And it's not because they're bad people or just they wanted to do it to upset some people. They have to secure the perimeter, okay? And am I correct?
You're
Okay.
correct, Mayor.
Thank you.
Mayor, I just want to add also that in a previous resolution and ordinance, that area was identified as a temporary. So the council at that time was we're aware that that was only going to be a temporary location. So just so you guys are aware of that as well.
Okay, I got a question for legal. Mr. Estes, if the private council had granted this resolution temporarily, allowing this to happen, and now that it's in our hands, and it's obviously that some people are having a problem understanding what's going on in here, can this be resolved by the administration? Can this be resolved by the city? Or it has to be in our hands? Or you need time to give me the answer?
If I
can
could have
table
some
this.
time, Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council, if I could have some time to look into what language was specifically used when that was done, I could give you a better answer. I don't know how it was, but typically if council approves something, then administration can't override that without council action. The other option is if there's concern that, you know, the initial ordinance wasn't totally understood, you can do a motion for reconsideration and reconsider the ordinance if there's a desire to reconsider the ordinance, so that we can try to come into conformance with what the federal government wants. I was looking at the code. The code doesn't specify where the location is of any taxi stand. So, you know, outside of that, you know, that area can be amended and that taxi stand area be removed. And then if there's no designated area, you know, the ordinance is essentially moot anyways, or the code's essentially moot because there isn't a designated taxi stand.
If I understand correctly, in the next 2 weeks, it's going to happen. The federal government is going to remove the taxes, whether we're in agreement or not. That's a given. That's going to happen. And it's completely out of our hands. So I don't know. I'm not confused. I understand exactly what's going on. So, Councilmember Rosales, are your thoughts? Let's discuss this because this had been going too long.
Yes, that's more clarification. I didn't know that the previous council had made this a temporary solution. And two, I don't know if you said it, but if that the federal government is the one that actually suggested it.
Yes, correct. They're requesting that area because it's going to be too close to their installation. So it's part of their safety protocols as well. So that's one reason. And I know we have until, what's the day that they're requesting?
I believe it's March 20th. Yes.
So they have asked us to do, for them to be out of that location before March 20.
And how long have they had to find a new location or to fix
Just to give you a little bit of the history, we met with all the taxi companies about a year ago. I believe some of the council members were present there, including the mayor. And what we told the taxi companies is that the federal government was requesting for them to be moved from those specific stands that they have at U Street or to Wastaki. We did tell the taxi companies that they needed to find a location to work with a private company to be able to have their own transportation hub. We gave them a year to look for a location. My understanding is that only 2 companies did follow that and did find a location to lease where they will have their taxis. The rest of the taxis, I believe, came in a few weeks ago and presented some options. The city staff that included most of the departments reviewed the options and felt that we could not accommodate their request because of the safety. They wanted to park in front of their current location to the north, where there is a fire lane. They also wanted to park by the industrial park, but on Urtuwastaki as well. And so we felt that those weren't appropriate locations and they were taken away from the community because it is a public right-of-way and they are a private company. So they were given a year to look for a location, and it sounds like that has not happened.
Okay, that makes a big difference then. All right, so if they had ample time, then that makes a bigger difference. I didn't know much more of the background, but thank you for the clarification.
Sure.
Yes, this is an ongoing situation, but as the mayor said, this is a federal government decision. It's not our decision. We have been meeting, as Jenny said, and it was advised for the taxi businesses to look for a different location. It's not that we are trying to be mean. It's just this is a federal requirement. I'm going to give you an example of Mr. Mario Buchanan. He has been in the taxi business for years, and he has his own location. And that's a perfect example of what we have been recommending for the taxi drivers. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? So basically, bottom line is, they're going to be moved by the order of the federal government. And Councilmember Cruz could not say it any better. It's not that we don't want to help, Chief. It's not that we don't sympathize with the local businesses. It's just that it's out of our hands. And it is a private business. And if we're going to accommodate every single private business, it will become a chaos. It's not the same. We met Monday or Tuesday with some of the people that are going to be impacted. And it was one of the proposals, it was, what about where the White-Cat parks? Well, White-Cat is a public transportation. They get federal grants, municipal grants, state grants, and county grants. They providing a public service. A taxi is a private enterprise. And here we are. And Mr. Estes, can I entertain a vote again on how to go about it?
Yes, if any member of the council who voted nay to the motion, which was the prevailing side of it, wishes to do a motion for reconsideration, they can make a motion for reconsideration. Then the council can vote on the motion for reconsideration, and then can reconsider the presentation of the ordinance again.
Okay. Any reconsiderations from the nays?
I actually do want to do a reconsideration. I move to a motion to do a reconsideration on the item.
Okay. And then is there a second?
There's a motion, a second. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any nays?
Nay.
Nay.
Okay, let's do roll call.
Councilmember Luis Cabrera,
Nay.
Councilmember Maria Cecilia Cruz,
Aye.
Councilmember Tadeo Asael de la Hoya,
Nay.
Councilmember Esteban Rosales,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Javier Vargas,
Nay.
Mayor Nieves Rydell,
Aye.
So it's 3-3, so it fails for a lack of majority.
Okay, then let's move. Let the federal government do whatever they need to do. We try to do it, and apparently it's not going to go, and we're not going to spend all night here debating something that we've been debating forever. Thank you, Chief. Thank you for your time. Thank
No
you,
problem.
Mr. Estes. Next.
Item number 8, summary of current events. Events by mayor, council members, and/or city manager pursuant to ARS Section 38-43102K.
If there's no current events, I will entertain.
Yes, Mayor.
Oh,
I
I'm
would
sorry.
like to. It's okay. February 23rd, I attended the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee hearing in support of House Bill 2304, which is an RTAC priority project for the amount of money for $57,748,000 with $800, and also in support of HB 2760 for the continuing grant of the AZ Smart program, which funds $15 million for our transportation needs. There was a total of 25 rural officials attending, each from different counties, supporting both bills and speaking on their county needs. As we know, there is a $6.5 billion a year of underinvestment for our roads. This was my first time presenting to the Transportation and Infrastructure Hearing Committee. What I presented was our US 95 Gila River Bridge, which is a $107 million project. The state funding request was for $38,756,000. Another project was for the US 95 corridor, 3 segments, County 22nd Street, San Luis to County 11th Street, Yuma, Phase 2, County 17 to County 2 Avenue D, excuse me. Total project was $20 million. The state funding request was $8,340,000. A project for the city of Somerton, Main Street US 95 improvement. That is a total cost of $1,704,784. State funding request is $1.6 million. For the city of Yuma, 40th Street SR 195 at Great Intersection, total project was for $8.9 million. State funding request was $6 million. City of Yuma, another project. This is a traffic signal upgrade project. Total project cost is $3,300,000. They're requesting $3 million. As the YMPO chairperson, it is not just the duty to represent the city of San Luis, but the whole Yuma County. And it is a privilege. We know this is difficult, but we needed to make sure that our state representatives know how the greater, the rural areas are so underfunded for our transportation needs. This is an amount of money that is just overwhelming. But I'm so proud of the other managers and county supervisors were there presenting their projects. So thank you, Mayor, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Councilmember Cruz. Outstanding job. It doesn't go unnoticed. You work really hard on this and you keep on top of things. Thank you for your hard work. It doesn't go unnoticed. Anybody else?
Yes, Mayor, I would like to report. Vice Mayor Vargas shared on social media just a few days ago about the road improvements coming to Cesar Chavez Boulevard. And today, as I was driving in town, I did see one of the communication boards that they use to display messages. And they said construction to begin on March 2nd, 2026, which is next week. So I asked the community to be alert of what construction is happening and where it's happening, how it's going to impact the community, as well as our communications team, our fabulous, phenomenal communications team. If they can share with social media, like what areas are going to be impacted, That way we can be proactive and plan ahead for the construction updates as they're developing in our community. And then I also want to share that I got invited by Elizabeth Carpenter to attend a meeting with Senator Ruben Gallego, U.S. Senator Ruben Gallego. And one of the things that I was advocating and pushing for is support for U.S. Postal Services to be more accessible in our community. I shared with him firsthand that we struggle on a daily basis just to have access to our mail. And with a city as big as ours and only depending on one post office, and especially in the location of the post office, he took it very serious. He said that he's going to work with his colleagues in Washington and try to advocate for funding for either a second post office location in our community or try to work with us so we can get some cluster boxes out in the neighborhoods where they go in and put some mail there. But I am expected to follow up with him, also Congresswoman Adelita Grijalva, and I will bring up the issue with U.S. Senator Mark Kelly, who will be here this week as well, because we need to continue pushing. And if the community can help us by sending letters and drafting letters to our elected officials, that way they can see and they can listen and read from all of us that this is a struggle that we face on a daily basis. And for me, I think this is now becoming unacceptable, having to spend 1 hour to go to the post office to retrieve your mail and packages that get there. So I live on the east side, and anytime I need to go to the post office, it's 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm assuming that's the problems the community faces. And then thirdly, tomorrow, our Parks and Recreation Department is going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony for our baseball field lights. It's an upgraded system that they have. It's happening at 7 following a baseball game. If you can join us there, I know some members of the council will be there and a lot of community members. We're excited for this development and this upgrade in our Joe Orduño Park, so we hope to see you there. Thank you.
Anybody else? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Or you have something else? I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
just wanted to comment real quick that thank you guys for the invitation for the board meeting last week. That was really great and inspiring. And it's cool to see you guys doing more things here in South County and noticing that a lot of our students are there educating themselves and that there's a lot of potential here. So I want to say that was a eye-opening meeting, and I'm happy if you guys do another one here soon. That'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
There's a motion, a second to adjourn. All those in favor signifying by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries.